on the polls. Time now to talk politics. 2020 vice presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, Professor J. Nana Opoku-Agyemang, is now dispelling rumors that former President John Dramani Mahama may be in search for a new party stalwart to, of course, partner him to run for the next general elections in 2024. Speaking on the sidelines of a Made Nkrumah Mandela leadership conference, which was organized here in Accra, Professor J. Nana Opoku-Agyemang described the latest jostling within the NDC as unnecessary.
I'll say that we've had an Nkrumah. We've had leaders in our communities. We've had leaders in our homes. We have leaders in the market. What's our excuse? Are we now going to search, for somebody with a third eye? We know what it takes. We know those who sacrificed. We know those who gave of themselves. We know those who gave without looking for reward. Who is stopping us from emulating them? You see, in life, I don't think it's about, in 1 year I get everything. It doesn't work like that. You'll be frustrated. Or you may do things that you'll be embarrassed if they were to come in public. Okay, because it doesn't work like that. Okay, it's one step at a time.
Prof, we are looking at two great leaders, Nkrumah and Mandela, at this leadership conference. John Dramani Mahama is being likened to our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Do you feel that he possesses that kind of leadership quality?
It's not about that kind of comparison. What I respect about him is that he has a good heart. He cares. Otherwise, you see, for how long was he here? How many schools did he build? You answer me. How many hospitals? We have had the polytechnics forever. Do you know what it took to turn it into a technical university? Building 2 universities. I'm talking only of my sector. Building 2 harbors, building a new airport. Why don't you have the same now?
Ghana, as we know, is in search for a new leader. Going into the 2024 elections, are you available to serve as the running mate to John Dramani Mahama going into the 2024 elections?
I was in the ministry and I complimented his efforts. Or I wasn't. So why are you posing that question?
we all know the controversies out there.
Well, there's a lot of controversies out there about it.
Oh, forget about this. Use this unhelpful. What controversy? There's no controversy. The only controversy we need to talk about is the unemployment of our youth.
But
that is the controversy that should bother us. We are just having distractions. It's about all the scandals going on. Why is that not controversial? You are worried about what controversy? It's just a distraction. We'll see when I get there.
Should we expect a new John Mahama?
Okay, thank you too much.
What he did.
Well, excerpts of my interaction with the 2020 running mate of the NDC, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyemang. Joining us now is Dr. Asa Asante, who's a political scientist at the University of Ghana. And Doc, that lecture yesterday took place in the Great Hall of the University of Ghana, where, of course, the discussions on the table was about Nelson Mandela and the type of leadership that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah provided. You have your own thoughts about, the celebration yesterday, which we will talk about. But let's start off with the, issues of Ghana being in search of transformational leaders. We have J. Nana Opoku-Agyemang, who's finally commenting on jostlings within her party. Arguments that there may be a new running mate for the NDC going into the 2024 elections. She says it's pure distraction. That's how she's describing that.
Hello?
Yes, Doc, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, please, can you repeat the question?
So I was just pointing out, the very words of Professor J. Nana Opoku-Agyemang, pointing out to that it's distraction and a needless debate to have as to who may partner John Mahama going into the 2024 elections.
Oh, but that one, I think the professor said it all. It's needless because, it is the duty of the ex-president former President Mahama to select who will be the running mate. So we just have to be patient, and then we get the name of that person, and that is all. So there's nothing strange or difficult about it. Yeah.
Questions as to what the opposition party should be doing at this moment in search of the next set of leaders that will move them into the 2024 elections. What do you feel should be informing the choice of John Dramani Mahama now going into the next elections?
Oh, seriously, when you are looking for such a person, you are looking for somebody who has certain qualities to tie up with the president, that is a flag bearer. You need somebody who is competent, that can deliver what is expected of him or her. You need somebody who is popular, so that he can rake in the votes that you require. You need somebody who also have what it takes to rub shoulders with whoever will also become the running mate of the other political party, for instance, the MPP. And then you need somebody who has less baggage. Baggage in the sense that you are going to market the candidate. So if the person has a lot of baggage, he's going to have a problem with the party that want to sell the candidate. So you need somebody with less baggage to deal with it, to partner the flag bearer. And the last one is that you need somebody who is marketable, somebody that you can market easily, and then will be able to help you. And then maybe the last one is that you need somebody who have what it takes to step into the shoes of the flag bearer when the flag bearer is not around or is incapacitated, or even the unfortunate incident of death. If it happens, you need somebody who quickly step in and then drive the ship to its final destination.
And of course, we'll be talking about this event that she was attending, which is the Mandela Nkrumah Leadership Conference, which is now pointing to the fact that Africa is in search, as we're learning from those who work at the Nkrumah Ideological Center, now pointing to us that Africa is in search for transformational leadership. You even have a challenge with the celebration that we did yesterday. We'll go into the details, but one more issue about, how party members should be handling the upcoming announcement that the former president, or now the NDC's presidential candidate, will be making soon. What do you expect the party to do as we await this announcement that will be made by John Dramani Mahama in terms of who the running mate will be going into the 2024 elections?
I feel that the party should not unnecessarily get themselves, wet up to be looking forward to whoever will be the running mate. It is important that the running mate will definitely have to come, but the person will definitely come. But they have to be patient. They don't need to put unnecessary pressure on the ex-president or the flag bearer of the NDC, and then must also get themselves ready that anybody that Mahama appoints, they are quickly accept the person and then decide and begin to work with the person straight away. So issue of rank or bickering and noise about it should not be part of the thing that we are looking forward to. Once you get the person nominated, obviously the person would have gone through the mail within the party. So once it's the name is given and it's approved by the various constituencies, straight away they begin to work with the person and then hit the ground running.
And now to the celebration itself, the Nkrumah Mandela Leadership Conference, and it was part of the celebrations marking the birthday of Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. You have your own opinion about the celebration itself, marking 21st September of each year as the day the first president was born.
Yes, if you listen to all that happening and we observe, there is no doubt that Nkrumah lived as a very important person. He lived way beyond his contemporaries. That is in my view. Nkrumah did a lot for Ghana, for Africa, and for the world to also know. Yes, if you look at Nkrumah's work that he did in this country, I tell you, even today, they are still relevant. Talk about the Akusumo Dam, talk about the Tema Township, talk about the harbors and the rest of them. But if you look at the day, the celebration that we talked about, and that Nkrumah's birthday is, I think, was born in 1909, 21st September. Nkrumah himself, in his book, The Autobiography of Kwame Nkrumah, which was published, the last one was published, I think, in 1979 by Panaf. Nkrumah himself said that he was not sure of the exact date he was born, and that per his mother's calculation, he was born in 1912 after 45 Kundum festivals, right? If you follow the conversation in the book, he moves on to say that he was baptized after he was born by a Roman Catholic minister who gave his date of birth to be 21st and then 1909. And if you follow the book forward and you read, Nkrumah said that upon checking everything, it is clear to him that he was born in 1909, but not 21st September, but rather 18th. And permit me to read a few portions of the book so that you can get an
you would also have to
inkling of what is there.
you would also have to equally share the title of this book you're referring to, so everyone can follow us. Of course, later on they could.
Yeah, the book is The Autobiography of Kwame Nkrumah. The Autobiography of Kwame Nkrumah. And Nkrumah said that, and I quote him, that the national festival of Nzema is called Kundum. According to my mother's calculation, 45 Kundums have taken place since I was born, which makes the year of my birth 1912. On the other hand, the priest who later baptized me into the Roman Catholic Church recorded my birth date as 21st September 1909. Although this was a mere guess on his part, I have always used this date on official document, not so much because I believe in its accuracy, but insofar as officialdom was concerned, it was the line of least resistance. That is Kwame Nkrumah. The last paragraph that I will touch on is that my mother, Nkrumah, said that, yes, assuming, therefore, that the year of my birth was 1909, the Saturday nearest to the middle of September in that year was the 18th. It seems likely, therefore, that I was born on Saturday, 18th September 1909. So if you look at this, he's saying that even the year we're talking about, you are saying that he was born on Saturday. That Saturday, if you want to trace the date, then it should be the middle of September and it should be 18th, not 21 or 21st. So if you look at it, this is Nkrumah's own book, his autobiography, page 1, page 2. You can find this information there. So I was wondering why we are taking the 21st September as his date of birth, where he himself believed that it should have been 18.
Whatever be the case, that's what the history books are telling us. In fact, for those
that
of
is
us
what he is saying.
I get that. I get that clearly. I'm just pointing out the problem that many of us read that in school. I read that myself, and for many of us who've done political science and whatever it comes with, you are of course taught to accept that it's 21st. How do we deal with that curriculum challenge? The fact that it's ingrained in our history now. It's ingrained in our political history too.
History is how we have arrived here from where we come from. We make history, all right? So if this is what it is, obviously our records should reflect this, and then we should be able to state it properly. If we want to maintain that, there should be an explanation to that effect, that this is what Nkrumah said, that yes, it is he used in officialdom, but obviously there is another information or explanatory note to that, so that people will know the exact story, how it started, how it ended. I think the record must be set straight so that we can get this thing right.
And just by the way, we've not seen the family challenge this ever since.
Can challenge Kwame Nkrumah. He wrote, this is Nkrumah writing, not anybody, not any of his children, Samia or Sekou. This is the father writing. So they have nothing to challenge. Yes.
I see.
I will challenge them to challenge the president.
Such an interesting
Yes.
debate that's coming up. But, interesting revelations there from the book that you're pointing out. We'll get that once more. And, of course, for those who are interested, they might want to read that. The title again is?
The autobiography of
Yes,
Kwame
of Dr.
Nkrumah.
Kwame
The
Nkrumah.
autobiography of Kwame Nkrumah. It was published by PANAF in various years, which include 1957. The last one was 1979.
Yeah.
Kwame Nkrumah himself writing.
Indeed.
Yes.
If you are in that, just reach out to Dr. Asah-Asante. That's what he does. He's a political scientist at the University of Ghana, joining us with that interesting bit of history. Thank you all for staying with us here on The Pulse. When we get back, we'll tell you more about what's happening in this country.